Hi everyone, welcome back to the Crossroads. This is the secret place where we meet each week to talk about the secrets of the blues. This week we're having a look at one of my favourite players, Kirk Fletcher, and this is soloing in the style of Kirk Fletcher, or slow blues soloing in the style of Kirk Fletcher. So that solo I played, I'm going to talk you through it, explain what he's doing. Now Kirk Fletcher, he likes to play in B flat. So that's what we're doing today. So let's start off with the first lick. I'll show you how it goes. It goes like this. So this is a cool one. All of this really is in major pentatonic. And we're starting here on 6 on the B to 8 on the B, 6 on the high E. And then you're going to bend up this 8 on the high E to 10. That's the D, the major third of B flat. And then you kill it when it gets to the top. Now, the thing is with this, you don't want to play, this has got to be muted. So if you put your hand there just over the last note you want to ring, all right? So see if you can get that. That sounds really good. That's the first one. Then we have this one. So we're starting here in this kind of B box in B flat. So 12th fret on the G, 11th fret on the B. You're bending up that 13 on the B, a half step, let down and pull off to that 11 again. And then back to 13, you can hammer that, 12 on the G, 11. That's a nice lick. Then we have this. So this lick's in the B box now, and we're playing 11, which is the B flat 2 times. Then you're going to bend up 14, a half step. And then we're going to bend this note, which is kind of unusual, the 11th note here on the high E, bending it to the 13 on the high E. That's the F note. The last one, you're bending this at 14 again, up a whole step, let down, bend up to the D again, the half step, back to the B flat. Alright, so let me put those licks together for you. So far we've got this. To finish those ideas, we have this. This is a nice one, going back to kind of position 1, and you're sliding really from anywhere to 8 on the G, pulling off to 6 and a little curl. Back to 8, 6 on the B, and then a curl on 6 again on the G. And then 8 on the D, 8 on the A. Alright, so putting all those together, you have this. Okay, that brings us on to the next phrase. Okay, now this phrase here, starting again in the B box on 12 on the G, 11 on the B, and then slide from 13 up to 15 on the high E, and then bend that up a half step, let down. (13) to 15 on the high E, and then we're going to do this. So this is 13 up to 15 on the high E, then bend up that 13, a half step, let down, pull off to 11, And that's that move again where we're hammering on 11 to 13, 12, 11. Next phrase we're going to do that again. This is a nice one. So after we've done this, we're going to do this move again on the B flat on the 11th fret. Then we're going to go to this 14th fret again, bend it to the D, half a step, and then 11 on the high E. Alright? Then you're going to take that 11th fret on the high E again, bend it up a whole step, and then kill it when it gets to the top, and play it and let down. Alright? So we've got this. Then we're going to do this. This is where we're bending up again the 14th fret on the B, up a whole step, let down, bend back up again to the that D note. So let me go back a bit and just explain that last one. So if I go now, we're going to have a similar lick that we had before. We're going to do this. So this is very similar, but slightly different. So we're going to do that same move we did before, where you're sliding back from anywhere to 8 on the G. Pull off the 6, bit of a curl. Back up to 8. 6 on the B again. And then we're going to do that 8 on the D, 8 on the A, but this time we're going to slide back to 6, pull off the 4, and then immediately curl the note. Alright, so let me play that for you. Sounds great. Now we're going to have this move. So back into position 1, going into position 2 here. This is 8 on the D, and then 6 on the G, 8 on the G. But you're going to slide up to 10 on the G, stopping on 9 on the B. Right. Then we're going to slide from 9 to 11 on the B, 9 on the high E, and then slide from 9 on the B to 11. And to finish that idea off, we have 9 on the high E, 9 on the B, slide into 11. Okay, so let me go and recap from the beginning. Here's the next phrase. So this one you're going to play 11 on the B, slide up, or play 13 and then slide up to 15 on the B. And then 13 on the high E. That's 15 on the high E, 15 on the B, finishing here on 13 on the high E. And then 13, 15 on the high E. 11, 13, bend up, release, let down, pull off to 11. And then 12 on the G, 11 on the B. And we have this lick, which is a fast one. Okay, so a bit of a fast one, but not too tricky to play. Let me talk you through it. So we're starting here on the BB box, in the BB box again, 2 times on that 11th fret. That's the B flat note on the B string. And then you're going to bend that 14 up a half step to 15, 11 on the high E, 13 on the high E, and then you're going to do a quick hammer on pull off, 11 up to 12 to 11 again on the high E. So if you can get that. And then that curl again, 14 up to 15. And then 11 on the high E and 11 on the B. Now from here we're going to go up to the 16th fret. Bend that up, and then immediately with your little finger hit that 16 on the high E, so that's 16 on B. Then you're going to slide from anywhere on the B string back to 16 on the B. Pull off to 14. Alright? And then hammer on from that 14 to the 15. So far we have this. So after you pulled off to the 14, go back to 16, then hammer on. Back to 15. Alright, so. Now we're going to do this move where you pull off 15 to 13 on the G, 15 on the D, and back to 15 on the G. And then 15 on the G, 15 on the B. Now we're going to do the similar idea as we did here, but we're going to do it here in the octave. So here's your D, here's the other D. So when we went, we're going to do the same thing. So this time slide on the D from anywhere, pull off the 13 on the D to 11, back to the 13 again, back to 11. So that's the same as we did here. But to finish it off, we're going to play 13 on the A, 13 on the low E, walk down to 12 on the low E, 11, and then slide from 9 to 10. That sounds a bit confusing, doesn't it? Let's play that whole thing. Then to finish this solo off, we're going to do this. So it's kind of how we started really, this 6 to 8 on the B. But this time when we get to this 8 on the high E, we're going to slide up anywhere on the high E, maybe to the 16th fret and stop it. And then bend up that 8 a full step. Then the lick at the end. This one's a cool one in position 1. So 6 on our high E, pull off 9 to 6 on the B, 8 on the G to 6 on the G. Then we're going to skip a string to 8 on the D. And then you're going to hammer on from 6 to 7 to that D again on the G string. That's a lot there. So let me go back to the beginning and I'll play the whole thing for you through without the backing track. But you can have a listen at the beginning with the backing track to see how it goes. So 1, 2, 3. So there we go. Hope you had some fun with that. Some nice ideas you can take in this solo. What did I like from this? I liked these kind of things. And remember, I'm using my bridge pickup here, but it sounds nice in position 2 there. So all of that sounds really nice if you can do that. So try it on different pickups, different sounds. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know how you get on with this, and I'll see you back at the Crossroads next week. Remember to check out all the other videos, and nearly 1,000 subscribers. So thanks very much for that. See you next episode.